The Oblivion Remake just dropped, and I have to say, I am speechless. I am absolutely 100% speechless. Because it's good. It seems good. On all accounts, it seems good. Holy, did I not expect that. Again, Bethesda has not done anything remotely close to good in the last 20 years of its pathetic existence. But now, the Oblivion Remake? Oh, baby. It seems like it's such a win. People are playing it, people are kind of loving it, and there doesn't seem any problems. And I hope this is not going to turn in one of those Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 situations where people are saying Vogue, then non-Vogue, then this, then that, and then I figured out that, holy hell, this is not Vogue, this is blatant propaganda. But what are the chances? What are the chances that Oblivion is going to turn out like that after a month? Zero. Probably zero, right? Now, obviously, there are some small things, but I'm going to go over all of it because it's insane. There is so much information that I want to share with you on this one. So, these are the major details of what's currently happening with the Oblivion game. A gameplay touch-up, no leveling system that's between Skyrim and Oblivion, which is good, because objectively, Skyrim's leveling system is probably the best we have had in an Elder Scrolls game ever. And yeah, you can fight me on that one. Maybe that's slightly a hot take for the purists, but I could not care less. New voices added and new lines recorded, aka, as much as I understand, they removed the voice line where the actor was like, oh shit, let me try again. And that's the voice line, which is hilarious. So, I think that got fixed, and as far as I can tell, we currently don't know fully, but it doesn't seem like they removed problematic voice lines and things like that. Even though there are some things that, again, I'm going to show you. All OG hilarious lines are back, which is good. Fully remake visuals from the ground up, which is kind of good for most of it, but it's kind of also cringe in some points. But again, if you want a quick too long didn't read, worth buying. Definitely worth buying. All animations remade, which is great because this game did not have animations previously, and anyone who says it did is a dirty liar. Combat has been remade with new dodge button, which is great. You can now sprint, which is super win. Unreal Engine 5 visuals, no one cares. All DLCs are included, which is probably the biggest one. Now, it seems Microsoft is pushing Bethesda really hard here. This is my take, because this doesn't have any of the typical predatory hallmarks of Bethesda, of current day modern Bethesda. It just doesn't. All DLCs included, including horse armor. Oh no, horse armor's the deluxe thing. No, they do have, oh, you can buy new quests for $10, which is very stupid and shit and should be talked about negatively, obviously. But all DLCs being free is way more than I expected. I expected them to nickel and dime the living shit out of you for all the DLCs. But, so, this is kind of a win for gamers. Well, not kind of, definitely is a win. This is an insane project, just Shadow dropped a huge deal. Yes, this is pretty insane. Now, admittedly, I don't think that this was Shadow dropped. I think all of the leaks were intentionally made by Bethesda. And they were curated as much as possible. But all in all, again, seems really good. But there are other things. There are some Vogue things, but they seemingly have not really gotten past the, body type. Because you have body type A and B. This is a mod that was put on Nexus Mods. And needless to say, in 10 minutes it got locked and banned and removed. Because Nexus Mods are filthy woke losers who deserve the worst in life, and I hope Nexus Mods burns down really fast because they're trash. They're trash. Okay, that's it. Okay, but yeah, there's body type A, there's body type B, which is very woke. But all in all, I currently have not heard people mention anything else, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice. And then we have this. The touch ups for quality are pretty insane, but at the same time, I have to say, I don't like this. Leave your comments here, and do you like this? I personally think the Kashyyyks look like masks, and the Argonians look like Halloween decorations. Okay, it's This is pretty technically good, I guess, for a graphics update. It obviously someone who did this was not actually a footy. They should have probably got an artist who is a footy to make this. Because again, I personally think that this just looks like shitty fucking Halloween masks, which is quite saddening, honestly. But a lot of people like it, so maybe I'm in the minority here. I'm not sure, but I personally don't exactly like the look of this. I think it looks unrealistic, and it's way too close into the uncanny valley. It's supposed to be realistic, but it looks so unrealistic. It just breaks the thing. And Oblivion started day of the release with 81k players on a Wednesday, which is pretty good. So I'm expecting to see a new high, a new all-time player high, maybe even today. Because again, remember how this goes, boys. By the way, again, statistics. So you can tell that this is a beloved game because its peak wavers off at 2 a.m. Yes, all the good games, all the beloved franchises, all the games that people actually adore. The tapering starts at 2 a.m. Burst games, but still decent, around midnight. And the worst games that are not actually popular, like Avowed, yeah, you kind of see them hit rock bottom at only 9 p.m., which is, 2100 for, Europeans, and a 9 p.m. for Americans. Yeah, it is clear to see that this is a game that 100% is good, 100% is successful, and people instantaneously like it. So the big drop off, the big at 4. Typically, it's at around 5. Around 5 is the big increase in numbers. So I'm expecting a big increase in numbers around 5 also here, and we're gonna see if it actually breaks the current player peak. I think it could. I think it definitely could, because a lot of people are probably hesitant about buying this because, I mean, again, fucking Bethesda is trash. The idea that they would ruin Oblivion's remake is pretty reasonable to assume. I'm not the only one nearly thinking stuff like this. So I think we're gonna see the big peak, maybe even up to 250k. Completely spitballing this, by the way, but maybe even up to 250k, maybe 220k, and maybe it's gonna be on a Sunday or Saturday, because it's coming up, and that's going to be big, because that is typically the big peak when you get the big peak, okay? And I think that's going to be great if it happens, or whatever. Okay, so this is going to change rapidly, I think. Also, if you look at the Microsoft official store, where is our favorite game? Not in the top 5, not in the top, not in the top 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. You literally have fucking Elder Scrolls Skyrim, because special edition, because reasons. Yeah, yeah. You have this even cropping up here. But Oblivion Remastered is nowhere to be found. Well, maybe you're thinking, wait a minute, it's probably just not up there. Well, if you click on New, guess what you find here? Click, click. Guess what you find here? Oh, look at that. And it's not even the newest. So, as you can see, boys, as always, I am pretty right about a lot of my assumptions when it comes to statistical shit and games and whatnot. And that is the fact that I said that 99.9% of the player base for this game is going to be on PC. Like, consoles don't even come into the conversation. Again, if we are being generous, we can say that Steam is holding roughly 70% of all of the gamers. And 70% of all the game-related things happen on Steam. And even then, it's actually more, because a lot of gamers are, they use Steam and PlayStation, but Steam's their main thing, or Steam and Xbox, but Steam is their main thing. So, Xbox, best fucking case scenario, and this is not counting the fact that they literally surrendered to PlayStation because PlayStation is eclipsing them in players. Best case scenario, Steam represents 10 to 15% of all players, of all gamers, I should say. And look at this, Oblivion is just incapable to compete. Okay, it is just not there. It's never gonna probably be in the most played. It is trash. It is just the saddest thing ever. And again, this is why I always choose to ignore consoles, because it's just roughly the 10th most played game on Xbox has between 3 or maybe even less to 10k players. Best scenario ever, okay? And obviously it's pathetic, okay? This is nothing compared to Steam. And yeah, it's currently going very good. Leave in the comments if you think that something is happening. You leave in the comments if you think something bad is happening there. As far as I can say, no one is really mad. And that's nice. Maybe I will even buy this, because I currently kind of still don't really have any intent to buy and play Oblivion Remastered, even though it's maybe something that I would like, because I'm playing currently Tainted Grail, so fuck off. It is what it is. I made my choice. I made my bed, and my bed is awesome. But yeah, doesn't seem like there's a lot of Vogue stuff. This seems to be pretty much the body types is the peak of it. And, well, we're gonna see what happens. Anyway, if you're enjoying the Oblivion remake, nice, because it seemingly is good. Now, admittedly, obviously, the thing is, this puts Bethesda in a really, really bad spot, because this proves that modern Bethesda is unironically complete shit. This proves that modern Bethesda is not worth anything. And not even close to worth their $9 billion that Microsoft had to pay for them. And because of this, we're getting a Fallout 3 remaster, 100%. And if it's as successful as this, which I think can actually be more successful than this one, especially considering currently the news about this is good, we're maybe even going to get a new Vegas remake. I think it is possible if the numbers keep pumping. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.